Hey guys, these are a few of the things that I do every single day to help fight cancer. Huh, you thought it was a snowman talking, didn't you? Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about some of the things that you can do each and every day to help you in your fight against cancer. Now, I feel that other than surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, immunotherapy, and other cancer treatments, I don't think there's any one big thing you can do to help yourself. But I do think there are several smaller things that you can do that will make a difference and add up. And some of these things are things that I do each and every day. So the first one I would say is staying active. In one of my videos, I think I said that I go to the gym 7 days a week, and I do. I go to the gym 7 days a week unless I have something going on, a medical appointment. But I do an hour of cardio every single day, and then I try to lift weights for about 30-45 minutes. You can jog, walk, run, rollerblade, go biking, whatever you need to do. But I think that this will make a really big difference, because I had a friend of mine, his wife was diagnosed a little while after me, and she didn't live very long. She kind of gave up on life. She sat on the couch and just felt sorry for herself. And I've known other people also that kind of just give up. They don't want to do anything. They just feel sorry for themselves. So I think staying active is really important and something that you absolutely need to do. Now everybody knows that sugar, if you have cancer, sugar is probably the single worst thing for it. Sugar is to cancer what gasoline is to an automobile. It's the fuel that keeps it running, it helps it grow. Now I will say that I'm not the best to be giving advice on this because it would be very hypocritical. It's probably been the hardest thing for me to do would be cutting out sugars. I've gotten better in recent years, but in the beginning I was horrible. I remember one time I was down at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. I was with my wife and my grandfather, and my wife, she knows how bad cancer or how bad sugar is for cancer. She was at an appointment with me once, and my oncologist said the first thing you need to do is cut out sugar. And she looked at me because she knows I love candy, Twizzlers, Swedish Fish, Jujubes, all that. I love it. So my grandfather needed to go to the bathroom, and I stopped at a gas station. And while he was in the bathroom, my wife waited in the car, but I was in there buying bags of candy, and I stuck them in my back pocket. And then when I put my grandfather out in my truck, I basically hid all the candy in the back, the little compartment that's on the back of the seat. You know, I didn't let her see it, and I'd hide candy around the house. I was so bad at it, but honestly, I knew it was the worst thing for me, and I have gotten better, but I still could improve a little bit. But I can tell you that it's probably the single worst thing. Incorporating fruits and veggies is a huge one. Now, as far as fruits go, a lot of fruits are really high in sugar, and for every doctor that says, oh, well, it's a natural sugar, your body can metabolize it or absorb it a little bit differently, there's a doctor who will probably say sugar is sugar. And I've read both ways. Natural sugars are better, they're not going to hurt you. And I just feel like kind of like sugar is sugar, right? I don't know if it's the best thing for somebody that has cancer. And I will say vegetables, though, especially green vegetables, are excellent, and they're one of the things that I use to raise my body's pH, because if you have cancer, you want to always try to raise your body's pH, and I will say it's extremely difficult. For years I've tried to raise my pH and keep it at a consistent level, and I've never been able to do so. I can get it to go up, and within a couple hours it goes down, up, down. It's like peaks and valleys. I've never been consistent with it. If anybody out there knows how you can keep your pH high, please let me know. I've tried these bottles of alkaline water, I've used the pH drops. I've used baking soda. As a matter of fact, I had written a generic baking soda company asking them about cancer and raising your pH to keep it more alkaline. They basically responded that, hey, this is not what it's used for. You know, it's kind of like a military term, CYOA, cover your own ass. They said, we don't recommend it for this at all, and that was pretty much it. So they shut me down. I just kind of wanted to know if they had any information as far as your body staying alkaline with baking soda. Because I would say that the best thing for me has been spinach, kale, and baking soda. But even with those, it goes up for a couple hours and goes right back down. And if you have cancer, you know, cancer thrives in an acidic environment. So you want to try to keep your body as alkaline as possible, as often as you possibly can, really. Another one is juicing. I have all these books here on cancer that I bought years ago. This was probably the most recent one that I have. And it is basically a whole book full of recipes for juicing. And I try to juice stuff. I juice kale, spinach. We try to incorporate turmeric, ginger. But I'll say it's a pain in the ass. I don't know if you ever juiced, but you should. But it's a pain in the ass to clean the juicer, and it gets really expensive over a period of time to buy all these fruits and veggies and stuff all the time. Which brings me to another one, turmeric. This is an Indian spice, similar to ginger, and I don't do this every single day because there are some reports saying that you know, high doses can cause like GI problems or even blood pressure if it was too high or if you take it too long. So a few times a week, I'll mix this into like a tea or something, and I'll drink it, and it probably helps, I would say. Now, I would say the one biggest thing for me is this right here. I eat cloves every single day. I will never go one day without eating like 3 or 4 of these. And if you have cancer, if you know anyone that has cancer, just Google cloves and cancer, and you will see countless articles talking about the cancer-fighting properties of cloves. So I have bags of these. I have one in my truck. I have one in my wife's car. I have one in my gym bag. I have them everywhere. I keep them everywhere. If I travel, I bring these with me, and I will never go a day without eating cloves. I eat about 3 or 4. I put them in right before I go to the gym, and I basically just suck on them. And I suck on them for like 2-3 hours because they're really strong. They're really strong. If you bite down on them, you'll definitely know. But I suck on these for about 2 or 3 hours till they get soft. Sometimes I forget, and like 4 or 5 hours later, they're still in my mouth and they're still firm. But eventually, I'll chew them down when they get soft and then swallow them. Now, are those 3 or 4 cloves enough to fight cancer? I've never really seen any research on the number that you need. I have no idea. Honestly, I probably need to eat 100 of these a day. But I don't feel like that's what's most important. I feel like it's up here. It's in my head. Just my belief that I cannot go a day without these. So I think you guys should incorporate cloves into your daily routine if you have cancer. If you know anyone that has cancer, tell them to Google cloves and cancer. So you guys, if there's anything that you do on a day-to-day basis that you think helps you, particularly if you've been alive for many years after what your original prognosis was, I'd love to hear about it. I'm sure other people would love to hear about it. So please leave a comment and let me know. So to recap, I don't think there's any one huge thing that you can do to fight cancer, but there's many things that you can incorporate every day that will help, okay? So I thank you for watching this, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And as always, cancer kills. Fight back.